On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180. Right up. 11, MT, take. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10
Here we go.
49-yard line.
Can. 12. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Gun. Stop. 180. 180. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. To the right side and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
third down. Here's Hall.
And this time he is in.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Come on, ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here we go. Can.
Now it's Burrow.
Setting up a screen for Harvey.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180.
And Burrow going to throw again.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. That's complete right side to Komet.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just let receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Get set. 180. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Big 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Cole Komet, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And
And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Mahomes.
This is caught by McMillan.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mahomes now on the sneak.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on in man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Tyler Scott.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
His kick is
Lutz with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Steelers 20. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Gets around him.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
On one, ready?
This is first and 10.
Gun.
Burrow. That's complete to Lamb.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Uses the spin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. That one complete to Naylor. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football.
Oh, he fakes the spike.
And this going to wind up incomplete. So they took a chance on the fake spike. Doesn't work out. But at least here, the clock does stop with the incompletion.
Oh, that was taking a big risk there. They faked the spike, hoping to catch a defense napping, and they weren't. In the end, this does wind up stopping the clock. But now you're looking at a 4th down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.